All right. So, so let's see our problem. So our problem is, let me write it down from there. So you've got your, and you said, did you say you were fine writing it as product rule? You're good with this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just start off with calling it that. So as long as you're fine with that, that's fine with me. Okay. So we're going to call this x times x squared plus 4 to the negative 1/3 power. Now we got our product rule. Whoops, we're gonna have to speed up here. So I'm gonna speed up a little bit because of the time. But so then we're gonna do what we were talking about with the product rule. So I'm gonna do my f prime. So that's gonna be my 1. I'm leaving this guy alone. So that's gonna be x squared plus 4 to the negative 1/3, left that alone, plus, so f prime g plus, so I'm doing f prime g plus f g prime, right? That's what I'm going to be doing right now. So now I'm going to do my f, I'm just leaving my f alone, which is just my good old x, and then I'm going to do my g prime. So that means I bring my negative 1/3 down. Now g prime is a chain. So negative 1/3 down, leave the inside alone, x squared plus 4 to the negative 4/3, because I subtracted 1, multiplied by the derivative of the inside, which is 2x. Okay, we're going to go ahead and clean it up, but for just, even if we've got cut short, that's the derivative. Derivative of the first, leave the second, plus leave the first, derivative of the second. Derivative of the second required a chain rule. Now let's see if I can clean it up a little bit in that. So now what I see is I see a GCF right there of a base to a power. So negative 4/3 is the least power I'm going to pull out. So let's do x squared plus 4 to the negative 4/3. So I'm going to factor that out of each term. When I factor that out of this, I'm dividing like bases. So when I do x cubed divided by x squared, that equals x to the 3 minus 2, right? Okay. So now I've got my base to the negative 1/3 divided by my base to the negative 4/3. So what is negative 1/3 minus negative 4/3? Negative 1/3 minus negative 4/3. Right? I'm doing my power. So that means plus. So that becomes 3/3, which becomes 1. Right? So I'm rushing. So that means the power of the first one is x squared plus 4 to the power 1. We don't have to write that. Plus, over here we've got our plus, which is actually a negative 2/3 x squared. So that's x times x, negative 1/3 times 2, negative 2/3. Now I've got my base, x squared plus 4 to the negative 4/3 divided by x squared plus 4 to the negative 4/3, which is just 1. That's the number 1. When I divide that exact thing by itself, it's 1. All right? And I'm going to let you go to class, but I'll just clean it up fast. So I've got my x. I'm going to leave this as 1 over x squared plus 4 to the 4/3, because now I've made it a positive power and I've put it in the denominator. Needs to be neatened up a bit. Why is my eraser not working? And then here is going to be x squared plus 4. So to the power 1 means that is not even. That's not anything, is it? So that's there, right? Power 1. So then I've got negative 2/3 x squared and 1x squared. So that's 3/3 x squared minus 2x. So that's 1/3 x squared plus 4. And we're done. All right, and I'll make a link to that and remind it out to you, okay?
Okay.